Hi garden friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Ara and this is Gardening on Purpose. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I garden in Georgia, Zone 8A. For today's video, I'll be talking about my Japanese maples. Now, I mentioned them a bunch of times, but I don't think I actually went into detail about the type of Japanese maple and the features. I have 3 Japanese maples. All 3 were bought from MrMaple.com online. So the first one here is the Winter Red. So here's the marker right here, Acer palmatum Winter Red. It says it's a rare Japanese maple. So this were gifted to me a couple of years ago, and they do really well here. And I went online and I chose the 3 that I wanted. This one here, I liked it because it had the red bark. You can see right here, it's only in the spring, so the bark is not as red as it could be. As winter comes around, hence the name Winter Red, this bark will get even more red. And one of the great features about it is that on top of the fact that it has red bark and red branches, you can see the chartreuse leaves. The tip of the chartreuse leaves are also a reddy orange color as well. So this guy here, it leaves out in a nice chartreuse green in the spring, and it looks like this pretty much. And then it gets to a nice yellowy green in the winter, and then the bark gets even more red. Now these are all my Japanese maples are in containers, and I'm gonna stay there just in case I ever move. I want to take them with me. One, because it's a Japanese maple, and 2, it was a gift, so I definitely wouldn't leave it behind. And when I bought it, it was in a 1 gallon, guys. 1 gallon from Mr. Maple for $34.95. And look how this plant is doing really well. All that new growth on top here, really nice. So let me know if you have Winter Red Japanese maple. Next up is Catsura. This is Acer palmatum Catsura. And here's the marker right here. Again, I bought this from MrMaple.com and in 1 gallon. This one is one of the first ones to leaf out. And it has this beautiful yellowy foliage, and the tip of it is kind of red, but it gets even more yellowy orange as summer picks up. And that too has a red bark. Look at that, guys. Really nice color. Now, I have my Japanese maples in part shade. They're in the container, so they definitely are going to be more susceptible, so I'm not going to put them in full sun, even though I do see Japanese maples all over my neighborhood just in blasting, like literally blasting sun, like blazing hot Georgia sun, and they seem to love it. But those, I think, are the blood goods and the ones that are really red. But this particular one here, the ones that are more of a yellowy orange, I think they might be better in the part sun to part shade. Let me know if you have the Acer palmatum Catsura, and this one has grown a lot since I bought it as well. Here's a close-up of the leaves, and it's a light yellow now, but it will get deeper yellowy orange as the weeks go by. Finally, we have Oregon Sunset. This one is a smaller growing Japanese maple. And you should know also that Japanese maples are pretty slow growing. So it's going to take years for these things to get to the massive ones that I see in my neighborhood. But here's the marker right here, Acer palmatum Oregon Sunset. This one comes out and it's looking, this is what it looks like when it first comes out. That's orangey red. And as the months go by, it gets even more red. And then it has like, as the months go by, it has an orangey red, like a sunset, hence the name Oregon Sunset, and it looks really nice. Now, the bark is nothing special for this one. What's actually the thing about this particular one here is that beautiful orangey red foliage. Now, we all know that Japanese maples lose their leaves, and they reappear again in the spring. So they've been doing really well in the containers. Let me know if you have any of these 3, Catsura, Oregon Sunset, or winter red and how they do, whether or not they're in a container or in your yard, or they're established or they're pretty young. I forgot when I bought these. Well, I didn't buy them, but when they were bought, whether or not it said how old they were. I don't know if it was like a year, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because they're such slow growers, sometimes a small plant could be at least 7 years old. You just never know. But again, we got a really good price on these. This was less than $40, and they came really, really nicely packaged from MrMaple.com. Let me know what you think, guys. Please like, please share, and please subscribe. Remember to hit that notification bell so you can be alerted on all my new videos. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.